What's up, party people? It's me, the monster, here. Obviously, we didn't have an episode this week. Was kind of busy this weekend, family parties and all. Um, well, I guess this ain't really an episode. It's more of a rant about my team, the Dallas Cowboys. We're here to talk about how bad my boys are and what is the root cause of them being so bad. Obviously, I think it starts at the top with Jerry Jones. This offseason, not making no moves, thinking the guys that we had were good enough. I don't understand that. We didn't sign up a running back. We actually lost a running back. We signed Zeke back for a running back. We didn't sign another receiver. Defensively, we got no run stoppers, nothing in the offseason. So again, it always starts at top. Plus the players, I don't know. You can't blame it on injuries, I guess. We do have a lot of injuries, but it's always been said, the next man up, the next man up, the next man up, and the next man up ain't cutting it. So I don't know. I just don't know what the boys really got to do. I mean, right now we're sucking. Me personally, I think you throw in Trey Lance in, just let him play. Maybe you get some other team that looks like they want him, and you trade them in the offseason for, like, I don't know, maybe a fourth round. I don't know, seventh round, like, Fields got, or something like that. Anything. Instead of keeping them there, that's another bargaining chip right there. I think one of the biggest mistakes was signing Dak so late. We shouldn't have signed him. We should have known from the offseason, right in the beginning of the offseason, and said, we're either keeping him or we're going a different route. That's it. Him taking that 60 mil a year really hurt the team because, he's the highest paid player in the NFL now, or for now until somebody else beats his contract. But I mean, and then signing CeeDee Lamb for that big deal. The only thing we can think of, or hopefully what could happen, is maybe somebody will pick up Dak's contract on a trade. But I mean, him, he has like no trade clause or whatever. So I think the two big mistakes for signing them, I think we should have just used them as trading. Could have traded them, do something, let them go, whatever, and save that money to get some good players around him, around, not him, but I mean around the team, get some more draft picks. Basically, you got to scrap the team again. That's it. Just scrap the team. You can't just insert one guy and hopefully, oh yeah, we're Super Bowl bound. I think we need to scrap the whole team. I think we need to get rid of all that cancer I know on the team. I think Michael Parsons, don't get me wrong, he's a great player, generational talent, like they say, all that stuff. But I think as of right now, you trade him. And at the end of the season, obviously you can't trade right now, but in the offseason, trade him and see what you can get for him. Maybe you can do one of those miracle Herschel Walker trades like back in the days. But if not, I don't think we sign him. I think we trade him, and with whoever we can, depending on how many picks we can get, whatever we can get for him, and then rebuild. Basically, rebuild. New coaching, obviously. I don't think it's coaching fault. I think it's more the players' fault. Um, yeah, I mean, coaching McCarthy, I think did a good job, but Obviously, any coach that coaches under Jerry Jones don't have to say so. People are like Belichick and whatever. He wouldn't want to work there. Like I was saying, any coach that takes that position really doesn't have any power. Everybody knows that Jerry Jones makes the call. So, what we need is Jerry Jones. We all love you for what you did, but I think you need to sit back. Wishful thinking would be Jerry Jones sits back, hires Troy Aikman as the general manager. Troy knows what he's doing. Head coach, I don't know. We would have to see who's available, who's what. Get a new defensive coordinator because the one we have, Vale Berga, and see what they can do with these draft picks they get for Michael Parsons, and see if you can get rid of whoever else's contracts are going to be coming up that are asking for a ridiculous amount of money. And do it the way the Chiefs have been doing it and the way the Patriots were doing it for so many years, where, it's more of a team effort instead of star players getting paid all this money and we have no depth on the chart there, Somebody goes down, we're screwed. Shit, back the Chiefs, they go down, it seems like they get better. Their starters go down, it seems like they get better. Back in the days, the Patriots, when they would miss a guy here and there, whatever, it seemed like they had the next guy up was ready to go, a good player. So that's what we need to be successful. It's all wishful thinking right here. So again, I feel the boys should just, play Trey Lance, take out Michael Parsons, have him sit, trade him at the end of the year. I think he's more of a distraction than anything. Don't get me wrong; he's a good player, but the way his podcast, his other things he does or whatever, besides the podcast. The way he talks, he's too much of a whiner. He's a crybaby. Instead of just manning up, be a man and show that you're a leader of the team. You should be the leader of the defense. You should just take it like a man. He threw his coach under the bus. And now he's trying to backtrack on that shit. But, he's always pointing fingers at other people or other things instead of being a man and being like, you know what? I'm the leader of the team. It goes with me, So, I don't know. Here's that clip.
Mike's on the final year of his contract, so outside there's of course going to be questions. What's the sentiment inside the locker room, and what do you tell people who are wondering about whether McCarthy will be your coach next year?
That's above my pay grade about if Mike is coaching again next year. But all coaching aside, Mike can leave and go wherever he wants. But the guys, I kind of feel bad for his guys like Zach Martin and guys who might be on their last year on their way out. Because that's who I wanted to hold the trophy for. You want to win games and do great things with those type of legends who put in more time and work than Mike McCarthy ever did. So those are the kind of guys that I have so much sympathy and hurt for.
Mike's on the.
You can hear him when he say you get to make your own opinion. It was all over social media and all that bullshit with him. What he said. Some people, about 90% of the people agreed and said he was wrong. You got a couple people said that he was right. It is what it is. McCarthy is, no matter what, he's out after this. Jerry Jones ain't going to re-sign him. So, just let him go out with a little dignity. You don't have to put him on blast. Say he doesn't do as much work as Zach Martin and some of these other players or whatever. Just let him be, bro. You're going to have a new coach next year. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully they trade you. Again, personal opinion. You guys tell me. I feel like we can get some good draft picks. Some high draft picks with them. I don't know. Well, I guess that's my little rant on the Cowboys and what they need to do to fix this problem. I mean, you guys tell me.